girlfriend material, or you are just a sperm receptacle. Men and women, we are not the same at all. When I talk about male nature, I talk about female nature. The software in your head, totally different. Totally different. And you know what? Women think that men should think like them. And this is why we end up in a freaking pussified world. We end up with a world where the single mother I raise boys and the boys behave like women. This is the result of single mother. And the feminists try to make guys think like women. And you know what is crazy about that? What is crazy about that? This is the result of feminists. And when you talk to a woman, they complain about it. They complain, they say that men behave like women. This is terrible. And this is the result of their action. You see what I said, that women is all about that fucking emotional bullshit. And there's no logic, no common sense. There's no logic and no common sense. It's all about that freaking stupid. And it's a stupid emotional bullshit. And I'm going to watch a show that's an example. That women think that men should think like them. But we are different. A man, there's no way that a man will think like a woman. And if he thinks like a woman, that guy is going to have psychological issue. But that's another subject. I don't want to get in there. That's another subject. So let's listen to this, boys, and you'll see.
The point I was kind of trying to make is that a lot of women will say, well, here's what I bring to the table. I've got a really good job. My finances are in place. But then they're still going to expect the guy to be the provider. So men aren't typically looking for women to be providers.
So there you go. That's what it's talking about right here. A woman, female nature. Because the software, a woman in the past need a man to survive. Now the software in their head, even today, even they make their money and they have career, all that shit, they're still looking for a provider. They're still looking for a man who's going to make more money than them. And women, when they meet a guy and they said, look, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm making $150,000 a year. They think that as a man, we care about that. You know what? It's the opposite. It's the opposite. We don't care about how much money that you make. We don't care about that. Because if you study male nature, you're going to see that is going to do the opposite. That is going to do the opposite. As a man, you want to provide for your woman. That's what we want. And when we know that you make a shitload of money, we're not going to put you in the wife category. As a man, we put you in three categories. Wife material, girlfriend material, or you are just a sperm receptacle. That's how it is. That's how it is.
So your success in your career and your job, that's wonderful. That's great for you. But from a purely traction point of view, your job does not make you more attractive. It's fantastic. Good. You got a great job. You've got your shit together. That's wonderful. But it's not going to make you more attractive. For example, in the same way, a lot of women would say a male doctor is a catch. But I don't think...
A lot of women will say that a male doctor is a catch. But you're not going to hear a man say that a female doctor is a catch. No. No. As a man, you want to provide for your woman. And if a woman provides for you as a man, the result is she's not going to respect you because of the software in her head. She's going to look at you and she's gonna say that guy is a piece of shit. That guy is not able to provide for you, for me. He's less than me, and she's not gonna respect you. She's gonna treat you like shit, and your life's gonna be a freaking living hell. A woman don't provide for a guy. If that thing happens, it's a matter of time that she gonna dump your ass. The software. That's how it is. That's how it is.
I think most men would look at a female doctor, hey, that's a great career, congratulations. But I don't think it makes her more attractive. The point.
So this is what I want you to understand, guys. Men and women were not the same, and her software in her head were totally, totally different. A man wants to provide for girls. And you know what is crazy about that? The more a woman make money and all that stuff, the less she's going to be able to find a guy that she wants. A guy is going to be dominant. A guy is going to make a good amount of money because those guys, they have option. And those guys, they want a woman who's going to be feminine, attractive, and a good freaking mother. You think that a woman was a doctor or a lawyer who work all the time, because those kind of job, you need to work all the time. You need to bust your ass. That's how it is. Those kind of field of work field. To be a mail manager or whatever. Those high paying job. You need to put time like crazy in that job. And you think as a man, we are attracted to that? Your job as a woman is to take care of your family. As a man, when we see that you work all the time, you're not there to take care of your family, your kid, and your husband. We're going to look at you and it's going to be like, nah, fuck that. Fuck that. As a man who make a lot of money, we don't care about your income. We don't care about how much money we make. We have our own money. And we want to have a woman who is feminine, submissive, who's going to follow her lead. And women with those high-paying jobs, they behave like guys. They behave like guys. And the point that I want to make, the more money a woman make, the less she's going to find a guy that she wants to be with. She's not going to find that guy. Because the guy that she wants to be with, we don't want you. For me, it's so easy to understand. It's so freaking easy to understand. As a man, we want a feminine, submissive woman. And we want to provide for her. And women who make a shitload of money, they still want a guy who make more money than them. That kind of guy is not available. It's maybe what, 5%? Less than 5% of the population? And we don't want you. Because we want a submissive and attractive woman, a good mother. Somebody's going to take care of her family. That's what we want. And her job as a man is to provide for that family. But you're working all the time because you have that kind of job. You need to work all the time. This is your job. Your job requests that you do this. And if you don't work all the time, well, you don't do a good job. Mail manager, doctor, lawyer, you don't do a good job. It's not a 40-hour job when you reach that kind of level of commitment for your career. When you make above $150,000 a year. That's how it is. So let's listen to that again.
The point I was kind of trying to make is that a lot of women will say, well, here's what I bring to the table. I've got a really good job. My finances are in place. But then they're still going to expect the guy to be the provider. So men aren't typically looking for women to be providers. So your success in your career and your job, that's wonderful. That's great for you. But from a purely traction point of view, your job does not make you more attractive. It's fantastic. Good. You got a great job. You've got your shit together. That's wonderful. But it's not going to make you more attractive. For example, in the same way, a lot of women would say a male doctor is a catch. But I don't think most men would look at a female doctor, hey, that's a great career. Congratulations. But I don't think it makes her more attractive. The point.
So guys, and the woman, I think that video is for the woman. You need to think about that. Men and women are not the same. Your software is totally different. And all the women out there that said that we should think like women, and you end up dating a guy who thinks like a woman, you don't like it. See, the whole thing doesn't make sense. The whole thing doesn't make sense how women think. That emotional bullshit. And most women are not going to understand what I'm talking about, but you need to listen to that thing over and over again. And the whole thing makes perfect sense. The feminists have screwed up relationship in North America. I cannot talk about the whole world. I'm living in Canada. I know what's going on in the United States. The rest of the world, I don't know. But in North America, the feminists have fucked up the whole thing. Okay, guys, you like that content? Like, share, subscribe. And as always, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.